Imagine a world where the streets of Boston never ran with anger, where the shot heard around the world was never fired. Picture 13 colonies rich with ambition, bustling with trade, yet trapped under the shadow of the British crown. Redcoats marching through every city, collecting taxes, enforcing laws, silencing voices. Freedom flickers like a candle in the wind, fragile, almost invisible, and yet the story of rebellion is about to unfold. The colonies were alive with possibility. Farmers tilled endless fields, merchants loaded their ships with goods, cities thrived with energy and trade. Life seemed ordinary, yet beneath the surface tension was building. London demanded more. Taxes on tea, on stamps, on every good that crossed the Atlantic. Each coin paid felt like a chain tightening around the people's wrists. Each law enforced a weight pressing on their spirits. Whispers began to spread through taverns, markets, and crowded streets. Small murmurs of discontent, hinting at something larger, something unstoppable. In 1770, calm turned to chaos. The Boston Massacre spilled blood onto the cobblestones, shocking the colonies and the world. Patriots, once hidden in shadowed corners, now found courage in numbers. Liberty was no longer an idea. It was a spark, spreading like wildfire. Pamphlets passed from hand to hand, candlelit meetings convened in secret rooms, and ordinary citizens dared to imagine a life unbound by distant kings. The dream of freedom took shape in every whispered conversation, in every defiant glance, and in the quiet determination of people who knew that control could not last forever. By 1775, the tension erupted. Lexington and Concord became the first stage of open rebellion. Muskets flashed in dawn mist. The cries of men echoed through forests and villages. Militia and farmers, ordinary men with no formal army, faced trained British soldiers. Every decision was critical. One mistake, one retreat, and the dream could have been crushed before it began. Yet courage prevailed. Leaders emerged. George Washington, known to many only as a determined officer, rose to guide the fragile cause. In candlelit rooms, strategies were drawn, maps spread across tables, and plans whispered that could change the course of history. Battles raged from forest to field, city to countryside. Each skirmish carried more than bullets. It carried hope, fear, and the fragile belief that freedom was possible. The world watched, often unaware, as 13 colonies slowly transformed into a united people, bound not by a king's decree, but by their shared desire to govern themselves. Letters, speeches, and pamphlets spread ideas faster than armies could move. Every tavern conversation, every clandestine meeting built the foundation for a new nation. Even in moments of doubt, when defeat seemed inevitable, the determination of ordinary people never wavered. The war was not only fought with weapons, but with courage, wit, and an unshakable belief in the possibility of liberty. Cities like New York, Philadelphia, and Boston became the heart of this struggle. Wealth flowed. Battles were won and lost, yet each setback only strengthened the resolve. Spies moved through streets and shadows, carrying secrets, passing intelligence that would change outcomes. Alliances formed quietly, France and Spain offering support in ways that were invisible to the British eye, tipping the balance without open confrontation. The revolution was not inevitable, yet it became unstoppable. Ordinary farmers, merchants, and laborers became soldiers. Leaders rose from obscurity. Every moment was a choice between submission and defiance, and every choice shaped the birth of a nation. When victory finally came, it was not the triumph of the mighty, but of those who dared to imagine a world where they could shape their own destiny. The cost was immense, the struggle brutal, yet the promise of freedom endured. Even after the last battle, whispers of liberty continued to inspire, ideas of democracy and self-rule spreading far beyond the colonies. The story of America's independence is not just about battles and leaders. It is about the courage, vision, and resilience of ordinary people who dared to dream of a world where they could govern themselves. Freedom, once a fragile flame, became a beacon for generations to come, proving that even against the greatest empires, the human spirit cannot be fully contained.